Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to Coffee Over Apples. My name's Steph. Welcome to my monthly Blackjack TBR game in which I play blackjack to determine what prompts will tell me what books to read. So, January of the new year, meaning January of 2021, is going to be packed because there's a bunch of books that I have to read regardless of what these prompts say. So, that is because I'm doing about 3 different book clubs that I'm going to be participating in and read-alongs that I'm working on with some of those book clubs because the Wayfarers series read-along is starting in January as part of my sci-fi book club. And yeah, there's a lot of reading that has got to happen. So I am hoping that some of these prompts from this game will match up with the books that I have to read no matter what, because January is going to be intense. Here's how the game works. Each card in the deck has a prompt on the card. I need to play the game of 21, also known in the casino as blackjack, in order to win at least 6 cards, so at least 6 prompts for the month. If I lose a hand, then I have to pull out of my punishment jar. Last month, I was really lucky not to get any punishments. I'm hoping we start the new year without any surprises. In order to win a hand, I have to get as close to the number 21 without going over, and I'm playing against the dealer. So the cards Jack, Queen, and King all count as a number 10. So if I was to have a Jack plus a 7 card, that would be 17. I can always take more cards by hitting, or I can always stay where I am and allow the dealer to play and potentially go over. Whichever one of us gets closer to 21 without going over wins. Ace also counts as a 1 or as an 11. The written description of the rules are in the description box below, so feel free to take a peek at that. And without further ado, let's get started.
It could change the world. On we go.
Hello, wonderful people, and welcome back to the casino board. For this month, we are playing with graham crackers. Yummy. All right, round 1, let's get started. I bet a graham cracker. And it looks like I am my own dealer today, so okay, so I've got a Jack, which is worth 10 at YA, and a 3, which is high rated on Goodreads. I have to assume that the dealer has 21, so I am going to hit. Oh, okay, 18 is really good. I think I'm gonna stay there. So, stay. Let's see what the dealer has. Okay, dealer has 17, which means that they have to stay at 17, which means that I win. Yes. Woohoo, round 1 off to a really good start. For the card, female author. Perfection, because in the month of January, one of my book clubs called the Interstellar Book Club, which is a sci-fi book club, is hosting the Wayfarers series read-along, and we are going to be reading for the month of January from January 1st to January 15th, A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, made by Becky Chambers, and that is perfect for this prompt. So if you'd like to join us, the information for the Discord and our Twitter account will be in the description below. I will be hosting a couple reading sprints throughout the month, so I hope that you can join us there. But I absolutely adore Becky Chambers, and I want to just the hopeful humanitarian aspect of her science fiction is like a breath of fresh air. So I cannot wait to dive into this series. Super ecstatic. Like, my copy still isn't here yet. I hope it gets here before the new year. Yeah. For the card, YA. This also works out really well because I just found out that I got accepted as part of a book tour for the Hear Our Voices book tour, and I partnered with them in the past when I did a review of the Blaze Wrath games, and now I'm being accepted to do a review for Fat Chance Charlie Vega. Now, this book is supposed to be released in the beginning of February, and I don't yet know what date my stop is going to be for the book tour, but it will definitely be in the beginning of February. So I'm just waiting to get my advanced reader copy of this book so I can get ready to give an Own Voices review. I believe this is a Latina and identifying as fat book. We're following a young girl who, you know, has curves, she's Latina, and she identifies as fat, so she really struggles with her body image, and she has a best friend who is kind of like the ideal stereotype, fit, athletic, skinny, good looking, and, you know, Charlie has a crush on this really cute guy, but the really cute guy has a crush on her friend. Yeah, that was the story of my life in middle school. I'm going to be giving an Own Voices review for this as a Latina who has struggled with my weight throughout my entire life and didn't finally come to love my curves until I was like 27. It sounds like something I will really be able to relate to, so I'm actually looking forward to this. I am also going to be doing a original fan art for this, which I usually do in the form of a custom bookmark. For the card, high rated on Goodreads. Also can use this for my read along because then it is going to be book 2 of the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers, and that is A Closed and Common Orbit, which we are reading from January 16th to January 31st. So perfect timing. What? Yes. Okay, some of this is working out. It's working out. I love it. I have a queen with horror and a 4 with familiar author. Now that equals a 14. I have to assume that the dealer has 19. And 14 is a tricky place because you don't know if you're going to go over or if you're going to stay under. You know what? I think I'm going to go for it. I think I'm going to hit. Oh no. No, I lost. No. Dang it. It was just too good to be true, wasn't it? Couldn't go 2 months in a row without a punishment. We definitely couldn't. You know, up until now, I've really been struggling with these punishments. Like, they've either been DNFs, or I've given them a really poor rating. I haven't had a good experience with any of my punishments so far, so here we go. Stuck. Oh no, please go easy on me. Okay, I've got one in my hand, and it says, I got romance. Romance is not really my thing, so that's why this is here. I do enjoy romance in books, but as the entire story revolving around a romance, it's not really my thing. I like it to be part of the plot, but not the entire focus. So this is pushing me outside of my comfort zone, and that is totally fine. What am I gonna read? So, I'm reading The Bride Test. Never would have thought that I would be reading this book. So I never would have picked up The Bride Test on my own. But I've heard so many people ranting and raving about this book. I didn't care about this book enough to really know what it's about. So here I am going to Goodreads to figure out what this book is about. So I'm just gonna read the synopsis off Goodreads because I have no idea what this is about. So it says, Kai Diep has no feelings. Well, he feels irritation when people move his things, or contentment when ledgers balance down to the penny, but not big important emotions like grief and love. He thinks he's defective. His family knows better, that his autism means he just processes emotions differently. When he steadfastly avoids relationships, his mother takes matters into her own hands and returns to Vietnam to find him the perfect bride. A mixed-race girl living in the sloughs of Ho Chi Minh City, Esme Tran has always felt out of place. When the opportunity arises to come to America and meet a potential husband, she can't turn it down, thinking that this could be the break her family needs. Okay, so it's like an arranged marriage trope. Is it like a mail order bride kind of situation? Yeah, okay, yeah, no, this doesn't interest me at all, but I'm still gonna have to read it because, yeah, so wish me luck on that. Alright, so I'm off to a great start this round because I've got a 20. It doesn't get better than that unless you got a 21, so I'm going to stay. Let's see what the dealer has. Dealer has 9. 19. I win! Yes! Freaking finally! I got these 2 cards. Oh yeah. And a graham cracker. Teehee. For the card, Arc. Also perfect because I have a ton of arcs to get to. I went a little arc happy on NetGalley. I'm gonna have to read you the description off of Goodreads, but it's called The Dangers of Smoking in Bed. This is a collection of short stories by Mariana Enriquez, and I guess the translator is Megan McDowell. So this sounds like a collection of some short, scary stories, but it says Mariana Enriquez has been critically lauded for her unconventional and socio-political stories of the macabre. Populated by unruly teenagers, crooked witches, homeless ghosts, and hungry women, they walk the uneasy line between urban realism and horror. The stories in her next collection are as terrifying as they are socially conscious, and press into being the unspoken, fetish, illness, the female body, the darkness of human history, with unsettling urgency. A woman is sexually obsessed with the human heart. A lost, rotting baby crawls out of the backyard and into a bedroom. A pair of teenage girls can't let go of their idol. An entire neighborhood is cursed to death by a question of morality they fail to answer correctly. This sounds right up my alley, and I'm so thankful for being accepted as a reviewer for this arc on NetGalley, so I have really high hopes for this. I've been in the mood to do more short stories lately too. Short stories is something that I haven't done enough of on my channel, so that is one of my 2021 goals. Off to a great start. For the card, published pre-1899. Can you not? Can you just stay put, please, good sir? Sir, can you... Zamasu, no. he's just gonna stay there. So for pre-1899, I'm actually going to go with The Divine Comedy, which I've had on my shelf behind me for quite some time. I read this a really long time ago and I don't really remember anything, so this is going to be almost like a new read for me. I've had this on my shelf for quite a while and it's probably a good idea to finally make a dent into my physical TBR. From the text, the format of the text, it doesn't seem like it will take me forever to get through this. Hopefully not. So this is also known as Dante's Inferno, and I've heard lots of positive things about this. Hopefully this goes really well. And what was this published? Like 13 something? 1320, something like that, a really long time ago. Other books I have to read this month that did not fit into these TBR prompts. Luckily, some of them did, but I am also reading Overlord volumes 1, 2, and 3 because those are the picks for the Host Club, which is the manga book club that I'm a part of. I'm also reading Planets volume 1. This is one of my favorite manga. I'm hoping that it still stands up because it's been so long since I've read this, but this one's following space garbage men as they clean up space and kind of save money to do other endeavors that they like to go for, so it's very slice of life, whereas Overlord is the stuck in a game trope, but we're following a villain's perspective, so it's really fun. I will leave the link down below for the full information video that I made about the January picks for the book clubs. I'm also reading Inuyasha volumes 1 through 5, so I'm doing a buddy read for Inuyasha, and apparently there's like over 50 something volumes, so me and my friend decided that if we broke it up into 5 volumes a month, we'd be able to get through Inuyasha throughout 2021, hopefully by the end of the year. So I'm reading the first 5 volumes in January, and Inuyasha is a classic anime, so if you don't know anything about it, it is a medieval, feudal era demons. There is romance, but it's mostly about fighting demons, and this guy who's like half demon, half human, stuck to a tree, needs a priestess to come and take off the curse, and someone does, and she looks like a reincarnation of his ex-lover. It's this really fun, kind of gory, classic anime that used to show on Toonami back in the day. A while ago on Twitter, I put out a request for vampire book recommendations because I was totally in the vampire bad boy kind of mood, and a friend of mine from Sydney Reads decided to recommend Dead Until Dark by Charlene Harris, and this is actually going to be part of Sydney's book club. So she runs the Sell Your Soul book club, which that name is like so good. So I plan on joining in on that hopefully in the month of January. So I will be reading Dead Until Dark in order to participate in her book club. And yeah, I think that's all the books. Oh my god, how many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 books! I mean, considering that December was an amazing reading month, I'm pretty sure I did about 15 books in December. I might be able to do it in January. Who knows? I was trying to go a little easier on my Goodreads goal for 2021, and I'm only limiting myself to 50 books, and if I go over, it's fine, which I know I will go over just from selections from book clubs and buddy reads. But yeah, that's starting off really strong. Okay, I can do this. Alright guys, I hope that you enjoyed this month's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday. See you next time. Happy New Year. Bye!
What's it making, Mr. Wonka?